Hey everyone, Doubly here, back for part 22 of our run through of Hades with every aspect. This time, we'll actually be starting on the rails. But before we do the rails, I forgot to go over which fist I would recommend maxing out. And as you can probably imagine, out of the fists, I would definitely say that getting Demeter maxed out first is probably the way to go. And then probably Zag, Gilgamesh, and Talos last. But I would also not recommend spending your Titan Blood on the fists. Similarly to how I don't think the sword is worth spending Titan Blood on, or most of the spears. I wouldn't say spending blood on the fists is a great idea, especially if you're like starting out and getting used to the game. I would say any of the bows, maybe the shield, or especially the rail.
I need the rail.
So
what are the limits of your power?
Yeah, definitely if you do like the fists, I would say get Demeter maxed out because it's probably the best one out of all of them, and you'll have a much easier time getting clears with Demeter for sure. But onto the rail, also known as gun. That's literally what this is. This is a gun. And as you can see here, the aspect of Zag, unsurprisingly, is unexciting in that it gives you 12 extra ammo, which I think it doubles your clip. Yeah, it doubles your clip.
Change form. Let's test.
So you just get to shoot fast, shoot more, without having to reload. Something else about the gun that I'd like to talk about is, so this is the regular default control setting, and reload is on the right stick, which is odd because the right stick is kind of hard to press down, right? Like if you're dashing, pressing down the right stick, it's pretty hard to do. Well, it's hard to do fast anyway. So kind of like how I like to rebind my casts whenever I'm using Beowulf or Hera, I would also recommend rebinding the cast or rebinding the button for reload to any of the trigger or the like R2 or L2, whichever one is more comfortable for you. I like L2. Putting summon on the right thumbstick, pressing down on the right thumbstick, pressing down on the right thumbstick for the companion summon, I think makes a lot more sense. Because it's you're not doing it every fight, you're not doing it every chamber, you're not doing it, all the time, right? So I would honestly recommend rebinding the reload if you're playing with the rail. Speaking of the rail, let's go over what it can do. So, kind of like the fist, you can hold down the attack button to just fire off your shots. I don't know if I would call this an SMG or just a regular machine gun, but it's an automatic weapon. And then you press your reload button, obviously, to reload when you're either empty or low. Now the reload animation takes quite a while, right? It's pretty slow. And It's pretty slow. So what you want to do is get out of it super fast. Which you can, like I just showed you. If you reload and then dash, you can cancel out of the animation. And you can get back to firing again. Alternatively, you can reload cast. You can use your special to cancel out of the animation. Or you can, you know, do a number of those things in combination to get your attacks out fast. And if you saw there, this is the special. You shoot out a grenade, so it turns into a grenade launcher. And those are pretty much the basics of the rail. So there are going to be a lot of similarities between what I recommend for the fists and the rail. Getting Zeus is going to be great because the rail does not do that much base damage. And even Zeus's common boon will increase your damage by 100%. Basically doubles your damage. So yeah, Zeus is definitely something I would recommend. Maybe Artemis if you're going for something specific, especially with a couple of the rail aspects. I mean, because the rail does so little damage, if you want to do like a Dionysus build with it, that's fine too. Maybe even Demeter. But let's see if I can get this thing going. Let's go for the Artemis on the attack. Let's see here. Get that out. Get that out. Okay. Let's go.
Time to go.
So there are quite a number of hammers that are good for all the rails. None of the rails really have... Okay. None of the rails really have anything truly good that's specific to them. But apart from like one or two exceptions, one of them being the Zag rail that we're using right now, and it's the reason why I chose to go for Artemis. Hopefully we'll get the hammer that I looking for. If not, then that's okay. I suppose critting on 10 base damage attacks isn't too awful, but definitely won't be clearing rooms fast. That's also the other reason why Zeus is so good on the rails, because the attack bounces around and lets you clear rooms pretty fast. Something else about the rail is your attacks, they do not stagger enemies. I think almost every other weapon allows you to stagger enemies with your attack. But you can't do that with the rail. Which it's understandable because it fires off so fast. And you have so many attacks with it. So maimed ambush is a terrible, terrible ability to get. Well, I guess it's the maimed keyword that's part of this boon. That's awful.
Let's see what
Let's
else.
see if we can get something else. You know what? That's fine. I just don't have to use the special. Okay. Who do I want? Let's get Aphrodite. Let's get her on the special. Poseidon is pretty good with his tidal dash. It'll help clear out rooms because, you know, you don't really have any other AoE option at this point. What are these?
What else we got?
What are these boons? Okay, I'll just take different league.
You and me, sneak. Meg.
You called?
All right.
The might.
Oh. I think I'd rather take her dash here.
Choices.
Kind of want to save Afro for the special. Oops. Do we get to get deadly reversal with this? Oh no, we need we do need her special for deadly re. That's all right. Oh, maybe that's why I didn't get deadly re in that Hera run. Oops. Yeah, I didn't realize they nerfed like so many of Athena's duo boons to the ground. To be fair, they're super powerful.
Power of Olympus.
Let's see here. I guess something else I can talk about is the fact that, so you can aim your special actually. If you use your left stick. Normally it, you know, kind of auto targets to some of the closest enemies, but there are times where you might want to manually aim it, especially with one of the hammers they can get for the special. That's probably one of the strongest hammers for the gun. But especially in combination with another hammer for the special on the rail, it can get pretty insane with the damage that you deal. Man, what chamber are we on? 11? Did I just not get the mid shot? Did I skip it? I don't remember seeing it offered. Weird. Okay. Ah, there they are.
Over there.
All right, we got a ton of money. Poseidon.
I can use this.
Okay. So we didn't get any of the hammers that I would have liked. Actually not sure if any of these lock you out of the hammer that I want. Let me just do a quick look here. Okay. Seems like these are not mutually exclusive. So Delta Chamber is actually really strong, I think, especially if you're, whereas if you don't want to think about having to reload, Delta Chamber is it's stronger than it seems. And Ricochet it's all right. It's not the strongest thing in the world. But it does help clear rooms. So especially if you don't take Zeus for your attack, it can be useful. And then we have Seeking Fire. Seeking Fire is actually not that great. It says it homes, but it doesn't really. If it homed in to enemies the way Support Fire did, I would say it's good, but it doesn't. So I think I'll go for Ricochet Fire though.
Ready. Time to spill it.
All right.
The chamber's empty.
Ready.
Also, if you noticed, the range on the rail isn't too big or too long. It is not a sniper, that is for sure. Oh gosh.
Never.
Damn you.
But overall, I would say the rail is probably the strongest weapon aspect or series of weapon aspects in the game. Most of them are winners in terms of what they can do.
Should I take the train? That's enough Tartarus. Getting warmer.
Demeter for the Erebus Gate, not really interesting. I haven't taken any of the Erebus Gates yet, I think. I do believe I talked about them though. Usually, I wouldn't really recommend them unless you're like strapped for health or for boons. But I don't really find them to be all that necessary. If we do find an Erebus Gate with a reward that I enjoy, then maybe I'll take it, but like, if that Erebus Gate was for health, I probably would have taken it.
Message for me.
We only have 115 health right now. It's not amazing amount of health, so Speaking of health, we're gonna ignore it for Eurydice, as always. Oh, Orpheus is here too.
Not much luck.
Um, let's see here. Should I take Refreshing Nectar? Or should I take Ambrosia Delight? Palm Porridge isn't really going to do much for us. It's only going to hit the attack and the dash. Is there anything I'm really looking forward to having a big boon of? Really? Okay, let's hope this hits the attack. Of course it didn't.
Take care.
Oh my god. It hit Broken Resolve. Are you kidding me? That's amazing.
Moving right along.
Should have gone for the Nectar. Oh man, that's some luck. But so if I had Zeus on the attack here, I probably wouldn't have taken Ricochet Fire. I probably would have just gone for Delta Chamber. It's super powerful, so let's see. Should I take the shot? Let's just take the shot. We'll see Zeus. He'll probably be the mid-boss reward again. And yep, there he is.
Say hi to Hermes for me. The witch's circle. Hey Meg.
I have this.
Oh man, that angle was terrible. It only hit one of them too. Nice.
Lord Zeus.
And it's totally fine because they're like the easiest ones to get. Oh, that was it. That was Asphodel. Okay. Oh man. Special. Okay. Yeah, I would much rather see the witches than the power couple, but
Nice, Lenny.
the power couple I think is easier to take down because you don't really have to worry about all the projectiles being thrown out by the witches. Also, something else about the special is you don't get damaged by standing in it. There's no friendly fire unless you get another hammer that makes it so you can take damage if you stand in the special, which it doesn't seem powerful, but it does do a lot of damage. So, you know, depending on like what you need, one might actually take it. Like if you had like really bad hammers up to that point, then it might be useful. All right. There is Lerny down.
Enough.
Let's go for the acorn. Oh man.
That's
Let's,
one less
yeah,
villain.
I'm down. I'm down to sell different league. Doesn't really do much anyway. So it's not a big deal. And 350 gold is kind of hard to pass up. If I had Underworld Customs on, I definitely would have taken that. I definitely would have sold that without no hesitation there. All right, second hammer, let's go. Oh man, this is... Oh no, not these guys. Okay. Oh, something else about this special is if you aim it at a wall or anything, it actually bounces off. And I think you can shoot it over the small pillars in the Hades fight. Okay, so we didn't get we did not get the hammer that I would have liked. So I guess I'll just go for Delta Chamber. Rocket Bomb is actually really strong. So is Triple Bomb. Triple Bomb, so what this does is you can just send out your special 3 times in a row if you press, the special button 3 times. Super fast. And it doesn't sound like much, but it actually really helps out a lot. And Rocket Bomb, it turns your grenade into a missile, basically. So instead of being lobbed, it'll fire straight at the opponent. And it's really, really strong, especially if you get it in combination with a different hammer. And we have Delta Chamber again. Out of these, I don't know. I think I'll just get Delta Chamber. Maybe Rocket Bomb was the better choice there. Especially because we're lacking damage, but as you can see, Delta Chamber, ammo is infinite now, but you don't just fire it all off. It turns into a burst, a 3-round burst. But this actually helps because there's like almost no, oh boy. There's like almost no downtime between your attacks now.
Come on out.
Oh no, you don't.
Easy. Nearly got me.
Oh man.
Not what I
Rush?
need now.
Sweet. Okay. Guess we'll go for Artemis, and
It's that big soul catcher
oh,
again.
we get Heartrend at least? I don't know.
Lady Artemis.
All right. Pressure points isn't bad here. There is Hunter's Mark. Let's see. Let's get some more rerolls going. I guess another decent hammer is Piercing Fire, I think it's called. Lets you pierce. And oh geez, I thought I dashed into it. That's not. Deal more damage to armored enemies. Which, you know, is handy against shield boys when you're playing the rail.
Thank you, mate.
Thank you. We have a ton of gold. Why not? I should have looked at the room awards. let's take. Let's take Hydrolite Gold. Why not?
Ah, yes.
Blood and darkness. Figured you'd be up. This one's on me.
You're too kind.
All right. And thank you once again, I suppose. Oh, you know, I don't know if I mentioned this or in my other runs where Than appeared, but he does stop the timer, which is really nice. The only time it's not nice is when it takes forever to drop his heart reward. Which, you know, everyone gets because it's not hard to beat Than in this, right?
You have your own outfit.
No way.
Unless you're going for like a real meme run where you don't do a lot of damage super fast,
Get rid of
but
those.
yeah, no, don't really have that much gold to buy or ovals to buy much, so let's just go for the health again.
Big crowd, huh?
I swear.
Meg, help!
Get away from him.
You know, since we didn't get the hammer that I wanted, I guess I could talk about it. It's called Spread Fire. It basically turns the rail into a shotgun. The only bad thing about it is that I think it halves how much ammo you have. So as you can imagine, that's why Zagrail is kind of good with it, because Zagrail basically doubles the amount of ammo you have. It's also why Aphrodite, oh my gosh, not Aphrodite, Artemis. What is wrong with me? That's why Artemis is great on the attack, because it does do more damage as well. I forget how much more base damage it does, but might be 40. It's like, I don't know. I don't remember how much base damage it is, but it does do a lot of damage on its own. So obviously getting Artemis to increase that with crits is going to be powerful.
say to never meet your heroes. I won again, Shade, thanks to your support.
Something else, I guess, I didn't really talk about in the heroes fight is, every time Theseus attacks you, I think he walks away from you after the attack. So
One more stop.
it's a great opportunity to get backstab attacks on him. So I wouldn't say like lame it out, but if you're having trouble with him, just try to get like dash around and get some hits in if you can. And then when you do see him attack you, take that as the opportunity to go in for damage, because he's facing away from you. So
Try this way.
I know it's pretty late to give like tips on the heroes, since we're almost done with this series, but there's just so many things that I would like to talk about the game that, you know, sometimes, you know, things just slip my mind, as it does.
No use. Oh no.
Oh my god. Tiny vermin, why? I guess something else to keep in mind is ideally you want to have 4 charges of your companion summon before you enter Elysium, because you are going to face a mini boss and you're probably going to use 2 charges in Elysium. Something that I did not think about obviously with this run. Alright, you're dead. Come on, Tiny Vermin, where you at?
That vicious little
Let's do that.
extra blessing. Maybe this way. Ah.
I mean, you don't need to summon a companion for the Hades fight, especially if you're on EM3 or lower, right?
See you. Not now.
But if you're on EM4, then definitely you want to save at least 1 charge for the Hades fight. Just because 2500 damage is so much in a single burst.
Hey, we're Satyr sack already. Cerberus just loves whatever this stuff is.
But yeah, I'll take a 2 sack.
Delicious
That's
sack.
pretty good.
You boy. I'll pay for that.
Heartrend. Okay. Let's pick differently back up. Why not?
The monsters.
Bye for now, boy.
Yeah, maybe I should have picked up Rocket Bomb instead.
I thought you.
I don't know. I was hoping to get Spread Fire. But if you do want to play around with the Zag Rail, then definitely try to get Spread Fire. It's really strong.
Excuse me for a moment. Darkness. Rise, wretches, and fight with the ferocity with which you once
Man,
clung to your
this feels so slow. Oh yeah, we didn't get like double strike either. We didn't get filling strength would have been good. I had time. Maybe I should have just gone down the path with Zeus reward.
Darkness.
But that's alright. That's gonna go down. It's not gonna be an issue.
Try that again.
Get back.
Ah, did it? Oh, it hit.
You're sure now is the time to strike.
Oops. Okay, this is pretty much... Ow, ow, ow. All right. And that is the Zagrael. Yeah, really unfortunate I didn't get Spreadfire. I wish I did, but such is luck. Such is the luck of the draw. Get that out of here. And you know what? Yeah, okay. This works for me. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys have any other builds you like to do with Zagrael specifically, let me know in the comments if I missed out on something. And yeah, the Eris Rail is up next. Probably one of the strongest weapons in the game. Not because it's powerful in terms of numbers, but I will go over it when we use it. So yeah, hope you guys look forward to that run and see you all there. Bye.